My grant this year was about changing my classroom to alternative seating, flexible seating. I don't know why I'm holding that. And I had been asking my principal, I think this was the third year, and she kept telling me no. And I kept saying, oh, but let me try, let me try, let me be the first one to try it. And if it doesn't work, I'll go back to it, regular seating. But I did it on my own this summer before the grant, and then I applied and got the grant, so I was able to add more to it. But the classroom redesign project with flexible seating in my fifth grade math classroom was to improve participation and behavior, improve their core strength and posture, less restlessness, better attention, focus, and increase my math scores. We all know that's important, right? So I started the whole year out with alternative seating. I didn't come in this year with regular seating because I worked all summer on my own, and then I ended up getting the grant, which really shocked me. So I was able to add more things in there. So they didn't start out with regular seating. When they first came in the room, it was very surprising. They were like, wow, what are we doing? Can I sit wherever I want to sit? And, that kind of thing. And you can go ahead now. The reason that I did do it was because I felt like when I researched it that everything that I read was talking about students moving, having some physical activity, being able to move around the room, that would help them hopefully focus and learn more. Let me go ahead. The way that I introduced it was actually, I ended up setting it up before they came in, like I said. But we talked about it. I did let them change every day. They couldn't sit in the same seat that first week. They had to try everything. And it went pretty good the first week. And then I introduced a contract to them the second week, and they had to agree to all of my rules, I guess. And that was specifically just if I felt like you were not focusing where you were, then maybe we need to try something else out. If you were yourself and you said, I'm beside my buddy, I can't focus right now, can I move? So we did that. And then I sent home letters to their parents, making sure they understood what we were doing. And I did have a couple of parents that questioned me about it. So I said, well, let me give it a try, and if you're a student, if your child feels like they want to go back to the regular desk, I'll do that. And if you want me to do that, but give me a chance to try. And they were willing to do that. I paired them eventually. We did the first month, I guess. Wouldn't you say, Michelle, about a month? Well, you weren't listening to me. No, like the first month I let them rotate on their own, do what they wanted. But then what I eventually ended up doing was putting them in groups, in pairs. 4 in a group, and I had them rotate daily. So if they sat on the yoga balls one day, they would move to a different. So every day of the week they changed in rotation, which they enjoyed doing that much better. They knew they could move at any time if they felt like they weren't focusing, or if they felt like they needed to move to get somewhere. Because I have students that are ADHD and LD, and we have one that's FMD, and they know they can move if they need to move. Go ahead. I did notice right off that they took fewer bathroom breaks, and we let them carry a water bottle with them. So that helped a little bit with that. Being able to move away if they felt distracted helped in that one. And I think this is a lowered table. What I ended up doing eventually, I had I think I had 5 groups. And in this one, this is camping chairs, those really low camping chairs, and a low table. And they really like this one. They fought over this one. And lap boards. I ended up getting lap boards with the grant. I think you can turn that, or go ahead. I had 3 groups participating. There were 54 students in all. Like I said earlier, we have students with ADHD, LD, and we even have a student that's FMD. And I noticed probably the biggest change with the yoga ball chairs, I think. Let's go ahead. 90%, when I did the survey, 90% of the students loved the flexible seating and believed it helped them focus. 80% of them chose the yoga ball chairs over the standing table or the seating disc, the little blow up seating disc. They chose the yoga balls over those or the bean bags. And on a scale of 1 to 10, almost every student ranked our classroom redesign with 8 or above. The only negative that they would ever talk about was that they wanted to choose where they wanted to sit every day, which most of them wanted the yoga ball. I only had 4 of them, so we had to take turns. Okay. This is a stand-up table, and this is just a regular, I brought that in the summer. That's just a regular kitchen table with 4 chairs. And you can go ahead. The bean bags and the table. And I had nice videos, but they would not upload, and I tried, and everybody tried in the building, and we just couldn't get them up. But I wouldn't go back to regular seating now. She thinks I'm crazy. My principal has apologized, but I don't think I would ever go back to regular seating again. I truly enjoyed it. They've enjoyed it, and it's been a very nice experience. I think I needed to change as much as they may have needed to change. So I've enjoyed it, and I'm glad I did it, and I'm thankful for the grant.